You know what I mean?
I mean, it's in history books now.
Exactly. Have they made movies about it yet?
9/11?
No.
Yeah, mad movies.
They did, right?
They made a movie like 3 years later, where they were buried in the rubble. Man, it wasn't about this what happened, but there's a story of this older black woman. She has a bad leg, and she was like on the 70th floor. She couldn't get down, and she was wobbling down. And then the firefighters are going up while she's coming down, and then the first building fell. The South Tower fell. So the firefighters went to go see what the hell that noise was, because the whole building shook. And they looked. They're like, that building fell. If that one fell, this one couldn't fall. Let's get out of here. So they start working their way downstairs, and they see this lady hobbling. So they help her. They carry her all the way down. And then she's like on the 4th floor. And she's telling the guys, like, my leg, I cannot. Leave me sitting here. You guys go, and I'll work my way down the next 4 floors. Thank you. And the firefighters are saying, they already know this building fell. They're like, we gotta get out. It's like an emergency. Like, their heart. Yeah, when something's telling you inside, we gotta go. We can't stop. So they told the lady, no, we can't. We gotta go. So they start bringing her down, and then the building starts shaking. The whole building falls. Darkness, dust everywhere. They all come to, and they're still alive, but they're in the darkness. And they take out their flashlights. They're looking around, and they're in the staircase still. And then they start yelling out to each other. They get a count. And it's like, I think it was ladder 6. Yeah, we'll fact check that later. But
maybe not.
It's just, I remember the whole thing. But the ladies in there with them. They're all in the staircase. Just them, her, and the firefighters. That's it. Everybody else got out. And they were there for like 4 hours trying to communicate. But if I remember correctly, the antenna on top of the Twin Towers, they used that. That was part of the emergency system to use their microphone, the radio. So when it fell, it was over. All they had was whoever was closest to you.
Yep, the range.
But because they're all talking to each other, it's just chatter. You can't really get through. So they were there for 4 hours trying to communicate. And finally, somebody heard them. So he's like, "Where are you guys at?" And they're like, "We're in the North Tower in Stairwell B or something like that." And they're like, "You cannot be in the North Tower. The North Tower's gone. It's been gone for 4 hours. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "No, we're still in the staircase. So then eventually while they're in there, they see light shining, like sunlight. And they're like, through all the rubble, there's like one light that shines through the, remember, it was all smoky for a long time.
They were buried.
Yeah, they were buried. So finally one of them is
basically
like, that's out. I'm going to try to get out. So he was able to finally climb out of the hole. He climbed through the freaking rubble, got out. And then that's when everybody found him. They took them all out. It was like 11 people that survived. The building fell on top of them and they survived. Because, in my head, it's because of the lady. Because if they would have ran out, the building would have fell on top of them. Right?
Oh, my God.
And if they were going, if they were going a little bit too slow, they would have got caught. She, timed it perfectly with her bag leg.
That's...
Yeah.
They were friends for a long time after that.
It's funny because you think about it, like, wow, God saved them. But not everybody else, just these guys.
Just them. That's not the way it works.
Just these guys.
That's not the way it works. But okay.